All right, good evening, everybody. This is Jabber speaking live here from beautiful Blabbs Sports Lab for November 18th, 2013. I'm your host, William Michalowski Jr. Let's get right into the program by saying you can reach me at other places besides this site. You can give me your comments, questions, and suggestions at Jabbers, Jabbers 081769 at yahoo.com. My Twitter account is Jabs, Jabs, Blabbs 8, or my Facebook at William, that's William, Michalowski, Michalowski, Jr., Jr. We will be right back in the next 30 to 1 minute. So pull up a chair, relax, and we will be right back. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live from beautiful Sports Talk Lab. I'm your host, Jab speaking. Let's get right to it. Tonight I got a poll question and every Monday from now on I'll be doing a poll question for everybody. And this is a good one for everybody because everybody has a different opinion on this. Again, you can reach, on the website. You can also reach me at the email, at the Twitter, and also at my Facebook. So let's get to it right now. Which athlete, in your opinion, has dominated their sport in your lifetime? The reason I bring this up, everybody, and this is what I saw yesterday, Jimmie Johnson won his 6th NASCAR title. And to me, in my opinion, that is the most dominant. He's the most dominant NASCAR driver in our generation. You could say what you want about Dale Jr., you could say what you want about Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett, so on and so forth. But to me, Jimmie Johnson is the most dominant NASCAR driver in our time right now. So I have composed a list of 5 sports, and I think you would agree to this. We can go with baseball, we're going to go with football, basketball, and let's go with the PGA Tour golf. Again, I reiterate, 1 vote per person, please. And you could vote each sport up to 1 time only as well. So let's go with this again. The most dominant athlete in those sports. Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL hockey, and PGA Tour golf. And on Saturday's show, we will reveal the results of your polls, and I will reveal my favorite as well. Please leave your answers on the website given to you on this show. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. And by the way, for you people, the newbies in the room that have not listened to me on my program, I'm going to be here every night at 7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Central, 4:30 on the West Coast, on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Wednesdays, personal day. Sundays, well, you can figure out what Wednesdays, Sundays mean to me. So there you go. We'll be back in the next 30 to 1 minute. This is the Jabs Sports Lab, only on Jabs Radio Network. We'll be right back after this. Thank you. Okay, we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Blabbs Sports Lab. Again, I reiterate, thank you all for listening to the show. And it can be heard from here, but also from YouTube if you want to try YouTube out for all you YouTube enthusiasts. Just click on Jabs, Jabs, Blabbs, Blabbs, and you'll find my show on there as well. So just type that in and you'll get right to my show. Please feel free with your comments on the show, and I would appreciate it. Or any questions or suggestions you have on the show. Again, I reiterate my email again, which is jabbers, Jabbers, 081769 at yahoo.com. I have a Twitter account, which is at Jabs, Jabs, Blabbs, Blabbs 8. Or my Facebook account is William, William, Michalowski, Michalowski, Jr., Jr., that is. And you can reach me there. So feel free to reach me at any time. What did we get from this weekend in the sports world? Well, we get football. We had week 11 in football, which we will get to momentarily. But also we get into college basketball, which to me is my favorite sport to watch anytime during the year. We learned that Kansas and Duke are going to be our perennial Final Four teams. We learned that North Carolina can lose to anybody. They're human. Losing to Belmont yesterday on their home court. Who would have thought that in a million years? And also Michigan on the road losing to Iowa State, and they were 7th ranked in the country. So what do we get out of college basketball? We get out of college basketball this. There's no dominant teams. There's going to be 65 to 68 teams fighting it out for the national championship. And anything could happen. So, when they say one shining moment, they mean one shining moment. You only get one shot at it. If you got to win 5 to 6 games in a row. If you do that, you win your title. You win the NCAA championship. So let's get back to the NFL. As I was saying, we had week 11, and my upset I had Saturday. If you listen to my program on Saturday, I had the Raiders winning outright, and sure enough, the Raiders did win. I want to go in 10-3 this week in week 11, which isn't bad for me considering I don't bet. I just pick these games for your enjoyments, your laughters, and everything else. So hopefully you enjoyed that and everything. So what do we get out of week 11? I've compiled my top 10. I did a Letterman top 10 list on this, and it goes a little bit like this. Number 1 on my list, the Philadelphia Eagles have shown that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, not only this year, but also in the near future. This team can pass when they want. They can run what they want. They run up the scores anytime they want, even though it hasn't shown yet. But they play fast and furious, and if you like that type of style, by all means, pick the Philadelphia Eagles to go far in the near future for you. Number 2, I learned that Andrew Luck is the quarterback of the Colts, and it's not Peyton Manning's team anymore. I think we learned that a long time ago, but it reiterated what he showed against the Tennessee Titans Thursday night has just proven me, and I think the rest of the NFL world, that Andrew Luck is the real deal, and we can move on from Peyton Manning now. It's Andrew Luck's team now. And I think the Colts, are on their way. They're only going to get better in time. Number 3, we got the Bengals here, and I want to talk about the Bengals just a little bit. They're like Barack Obama's ratings. They either go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. Last week, they lose to the Miami Dolphins on a safety. This week, they annihilated the Cleveland Browns. Now, I know they were on the road against the Miami Dolphins on that game last week, and I know they were at home against the Browns yesterday. But having said all that, I think they're a legit team. This team has a very young quarterback, has a very nice running team. And also, they got very nice weapons at the wide receiver and the tight end position. Their defense, nobody talks about, but they're a legit defense, which is only going to get better. Does Marvin Lewis get some Coach of the Year props? I think so. Will he be Coach of the Year? Only time will tell. But it's going to be very interesting the last month of the season, or 6 weeks into the season, what happens with the Bengals. So, like I said about the Bengals, they're like a yo-yo team. You don't know what you're going to get out of them week to week. Number 4 on my top 10 Jab Labs Letterman list. The Bears are a good team, but you Bears got to wait now. When Cutler gets back, we'll see how real they really are. Because Cutler can bring them so far, or it can bring you so down. You know, it all depends how you look at how they go with this. So, get well soon, Jay Cutler. I know you're not going to play this week against the Rams. They don't. All you Bear fans out there, you don't need them. You'll win that game going away. But I'm not going to tell you if this is my lock or not, or any kind of lock for that matter. Number 5. This is a good one. The Lions are a team which proves about 95% of dome teams. They can't win in cold and damp weather, and they can't win in November or December when it means most to them. Enough said, the Lions proved me again yesterday. Had a chance to knock out the Steelers. They go for a fake field goal, which made no sense whatsoever. If anybody can make sense of it, please feel free to comment or question my veracity in that. But I think it just shows that. We'll get to the top next 5 at the station break. You're listening to Blabbs Sports Lab here. And we're back live to Jabs Sports Lab. I am your host, Jabs, of course. This is sponsored by the Phoenix Knights, ladies and gentlemen. Positive thinking for spiritual teaching. You can reach their Facebook account at just type in Phoenix Knights. That's Phoenix Knights. KNIGHTS. I recommend them highly. Those are the ones who sponsor the show, and I highly recommend them because I use them myself. Again, I'm your host, William Michalowski Jr. And again, you can comment, question, any kind of suggestions for this show. I am willing to listen. And my email address is jabbers, JABBERS 081769 at yahoo.com. Twitter at Jabs, JABS, Blabbs, BLABBS 8, or my Facebook account is William, WILLIAM, Michalowski, MICHALOWSKI Jr., that's JR, not just Junior. And again, I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, at the same time, 7:30 to 8 o'clock on those 5 nights, and hopefully you'll enjoy. And don't forget our question. There are poll questions, guys. I said that Jimmy Johnson won his 6th NASCAR title. In my opinion, I think he's the most dominant NASCAR driver in our generation. I would like you guys and girls to compose your most dominant in baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and PGA Tour golf. And on Saturday, I will give the results out, and there's also reveal mine. So, I'm going to give you one of mine right now. The most dominant PGA Tour player right now of all time, I would say Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, to me, can dominate anytime he wants. He can put